Someone tried to take the Kings away from the city of Sacramento. And for the second time in the last 2 years, someone failed. The Kings are staying in the state capital, a story that rings as true in 2013 as it did in 2011 after a failed attempt to move the Kings to Anaheim. This time around, the team's fans, the city's leadership, and a new ownership group have foiled a bid to move the team to Seattle. And that is why they are celebrating this evening in Sacramento. But tonight's rally in Cap City has more of a relieved feeling than the rallies of the last 2 years. Instead of gathering to save the Kings, they are applauding the fact that they kept the Kings. Joining us now on SportsCenter is the new owner of the Sacramento Kings, Vivek, Ranadive, and Sacramento Mayor Kevin Johnson. We start with Mr. Mayor. First of all, congratulations. Second of all, how important is today to your city?
It's an unbelievable day for Sacramento. This is the defining moment for our community. We've been fighting tooth and nail for 3 years, and this community has showed pride, which is really important, heart, and grit. This community has stepped up in a big way, and we're so proud. If you look, you got 10,000, 12,000 people out here. We feel like we won not only a playoff game, but this was our championship in Sacramento.
Mr. Ranadive, it's a simple question for you, sir, if you can even hear it being asked. Why were the Sacramento Kings so appealing to you?
Well, sir, I came to this country with $50 in my pocket. I came to California with negative money. And when Mayor Johnson called me and asked me to help him out, I thought that there's some things that are bigger than oneself. And I am humbled by what I have seen with the city of Sacramento, the fans, and it's a real privilege to be a part of this city and the Kings.
I'm sure they're happy to have you, sir. Mr. Mayor, back to this grind, this battle that you've gone through on a personal level to keep the Kings in Sacramento. What was your lowest moment during this process?
I think the lowest moment is when we first heard that the team might relocate to Anaheim 3 years ago. And at that point in time, I went out and met with the community's fans, and they said, look, we've been down before, we've fought hard, we believe that we have a heart of a champion, and Mayor, we need you to fight, don't give up. And the fans, at the end of the day, were our competitive advantage and our game changer. And you can hear all this noise behind us from our fans.
Yeah,
It's just incredible.
I don't think the best mayor in America has any low moments. He's only got one switch. It's on.
Well, Mr. Ranadive, here you sound like you coached some basketball in your own personal experience. You coached your daughter. You're no stranger to the game. You love the game. Matter of fact, you've been part of an ownership group for the Warriors for the past couple seasons. So what have you learned from your time at Golden State that's going to prepare you for today?
Well, we set the bar really high. We had very, very smart people, and we recognized that our fans were number one. They were our greatest asset. We also knew that it's a process. You can't have an overnight miracle, but you have to set the direction, and you have to head in that direction. So we're going to use the same playbook that I learned from Joe Nathan and my co-owners at the Warriors.
If you think about that really quickly, Vivek and his group in Golden State have had one of the best turnarounds in the NBA, and what the Warriors have done, they're also going to bring that to Sacramento. We're just excited to have him on board to be our leader.
Well, Mr. Mayor, you grew up in Sacramento. You know the area. It means a lot to you. How personal is this victory for you?
It's very personal. You know, as a player, I travel to 29 cities around the country. I know what basketball means. In Sacramento, it's bigger than basketball for our community. It's about pride. It's about jobs. It's about economic development. It's a civic amenity in our community, and that's why we fought so hard. This city has been a model community when it comes to being a partner with the NBA, and we're just so thankful to the commissioner. We're thankful to the Maloofs who gave us a backup offer. We wish Seattle well. We want them to get a team, just not our team. And the owners bet on us, and this city's going to make good on that bet.
Mr. Ranadive, you're a huge part of that bet. David Stern has said that growing the game globally remains one of the league's top priorities. You were born in India. You're now the first owner of Indian descent in the NBA. How important will the Sacramento Kings be to spreading the game globally?
Well, I think that we have the opportunity to build a global brand. I believe that basketball is destined to be the premier sport of the 21st century. India is a very large market. Cricket is the most popular sport there. Basketball will not surpass cricket as a national pastime, but if we become a strong number two, that'll be a huge boon to the game. I see this happening over the next decade, and the Kings are going to become a global brand.
And if basketball won you over, I assume it can win over countless fans around the world, sir. And Mr. Ranadive, the Western Conference Finals this year feature the Memphis Grizzlies and the San Antonio Spurs. How encouraging is it to you to know that you can be successful in this league without having to be a major market?
It's very encouraging. Now, having said that, when I think of Sacramento, the hearts of the fans here are so big that there is no bigger market as far as I'm concerned. Just look at the people behind me. This city is unbelievable. These are the best fans in the world, and this is as big as it gets.
Finally, Mr. Mayor, we're going to get you out on this. You were once traded yourself in your playing days, Cavs to the Suns. The man sitting next to you, in essence, now has been traded within the division from the Warriors to the Kings. What advice do you have for this new ownership group?
Committed to not only transforming his team, revitalizing our community, but creating a global brand for our franchise.
Yeah, we're going to be here for at least another 35 years. I probably won't be around, but we know that Mayor Johnson will still be around.
Another 35 years of Kings basketball in the state capital, and it's thanks to, in large part, the new owner, Vivek, Ranadive, and of course, Sacramento Mayor Kevin Johnson. Gentlemen, thank you for the time on SportsCenter. Congratulations. Best of luck next season.
Long live the Kings! Long live the Kings!
Long live they got me doing it. Vivek Ranadive now brings an impressive resume to this new position here. Do not bet against this man. Founded Tibco in 1997, a Silicon Valley software company, currently valued at $4 billion, billion with a B. Since 2010, he has been a minority owner with the Warriors and will now become the first Indian majority owner in the history of the NBA.